you were in Baylor this past weekend?
I was. I had Baylor.
What's going on down there, man? What's with Art Briles saying I made mistakes and then just leaving it at that? Like, what mistake did you do, Art? And then saying at the same time, I'm coaching next year. What in the world is this all about?
I think the question a lot of us have, and it's a natural question, is, okay, you're apologizing. What exactly are you apologizing for?
And how are we supposed to just, you can not be specific about it and get a gig somewhere else?
Well, now here's the deal, though. What he's saying on national TV is one thing. I get that some people are saying, listen, he can't really specify what he did wrong because of, legal matters that are ongoing. Does that make him more at risk for lawsuits? I get that part of it. So they managed him up on how he was going to handle that. I don't doubt that Art Briles feels bad about what happened. Saying, hey, we're going to, if the victims are here, we're going to have a hug session and a cry session. I think that sounded like he didn't really grasp the pain of some of these victims here. I think when he sits down, if there are schools that are going to talk to him, and I think there probably will, they're going to have more specific answers. Now, the part where I think schools will have a hard time pushing the button on signing him or hiring him this offseason is, what happens if more stuff comes out? I mean, we're not that far removed. Sean Oakman's case, there was a lot of eyeballs looking at that. If there's more stuff that's in there.
Now you own it.
You own it. That's exactly right. It's Baylor's story, but now it's your story too. And I think that's the thing that's going to give a lot of people pause ultimately, because I think it's even more than, right or wrong. A lot of administrators, and it's probably wrong, but a lot of administrators look at things going, okay, this is going to be bad publicity for 3 days, and it's probably not going to be good, whatever. Eventually, you know how the news cycle works. People move on. Like we've moved on. Now, Bobby Petrino's issues were self-inflicted largely. I mean, it's related to his marriage. It wasn't related to strangers and people on the campus and everything else. Bobby Petrino, he got another job.
The safety of an entire community, potentially.
Much different threshold, right? And I wonder at what legal risk, if something else gets alleged at the new school, is a school that much more in jeopardy legally? I mean, these are all issues that I think people are going to have to sort out before they hire him, because on paper, just on what he did on the field, I mean, this wasn't a guy they're looking to get rid of for any other reason. He did wonders for the Baylor program on the field.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.